Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? So we got 2 letters today, so in total we have 4 letters, 3 from the Shannon and 1 from the Dáil. So I will go through the one, so basically we got one from Dave Norris, which is an independent senator from the Shannon there, and on behalf of the Minister for Skills and Further Education, Niall Collins, TD, so on behalf of him. So yeah, I read that. So dear Mr. Logan, I wish to acknowledge the receipt of the letter to Mr. Niall Collins, TD Minister for State for Further Education. Unfortunately, due to his diary, Mr. Collins is unable to attend Cabinet, but he asked me to convey his best wishes and his apologies and best wishes. But again, we didn't kind of ask him to come, but they kind of misunderstood that. But anyway, no harm done. So this is his private secretary, press secretary, in other words. So obviously not for him himself, but he's seen the letter. He's aware of it. So this is from Dave Knowles, which is from himself. Dear Adrian, please forgive me, I made an error. So he made an error in my last name, but I understand mistakes happen. I found it difficult to read your signature. Thank you for your letter about Cabinet Neutrality. I appreciate you letting me know, but I regretfully won't be able to take part in the event because I'm attending the Museum of Electoral Ireland's 100-year anniversary. I'm sure you have a very memorable Cabinet Day. So unfortunately, not really much of a story. I wish that, we would have got a story. Maybe even the private secretary could maybe have said her experience of Cavan maybe, but it's unfortunate maybe not. I was looking forward to some kind of. I was hoping when I seen the post, I was like, maybe have a funny memory maybe of Cavan and something like that, and that would have been cool, that would have been cool maybe to get a funny memory. As we know from Mary, the president's daughter, she let us know what she thought of the county, which is very, very good because again that's what we asked at the end of the letter to the senators and TDs. Would they mind sending us a short piece on what they think of Cavan or what a funny story of a time they were in Cavan? But unfortunately, many of them probably didn't get that maybe or understand basically what I'm saying. But I thought we used the best of grammar because again we planned this in the facts. We've been planning this since February and since July, since the beginning of the year. Basically, we had these templates. We had a good few templates and we went through them. Literally, we went through them for hours and hours and hours and on end to see which ones were the best because we had a good few templates, but we went through them and we went through them and we went through them and we went through them to see would they understand 105% everything in it. And unfortunately some of them might just misunderstood for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. But again we've done our best to the grammar and everything. Again, thank you to my moderators. Not that we've done our best. We spent a lot of time working on the templates and working on what we would say and what we would not say to each TD and adding in bits and bobs here and there for them. But again, as you know, that took a long time. So again, with all these letters, I say it probably took over 100 hours just to say. So, fair to say a lot of hours went into it. Fair to say, it's fair to be said. But yeah, the last thing I say to people too, to members of constituencies maybe in Ireland, particularly members of the Dáil, if you have TDs that in the Dáil, I would ask people if you know a TD, take for example, Matty McGrath or something like that, you're in Tipperary and you're a good friend of him, you live beside him or something. If you happen to come across him, maybe just give him a notice or give them, whoever, whichever TD or whatever, or if you would like to email them to say to reply back. I would appreciate that. Again, anybody who has in the constituency that has time and happen to come across their TD or happen to email, if you want to email them either, I would gratefully appreciate that if somebody would email them. And let them know that there is a letter there if they haven't seen it already. So, but I would appreciate if people can do that. If people have the time, again, if you have time, it would probably help out a bit. So if anybody can do that. Second of all, too, I make a video tomorrow. I talk in more detail tomorrow about helping the county out on Cabinet. In other words, I would say to people, to post about it on their social medias and Facebook and to put up a story or whatever they call it now. There's all the young people nowadays, stories or whatever, and give you a county a hand. Everybody, it doesn't matter if you're from Westmeath, Tipperary, wherever. Everybody's a Cavan person on Cavan Day. Everybody is. The whole world just turns Cavan. Let's be honest. But because everybody just loves County Cavan. There's not a person in the world that hates County Cavan, and sure, look at. Everybody wants to be us. Unlimited money. It's the life of the O'Reillys. It's the life of the O'Reillys. And when you become a Cavan, you never go back. Yeah, you never want to go back. You give up your old life. You give up your life savings. You give it to a Cavan man, and you're a Cavan man forever. I don't know where I came from, but Fair enough. Then that's that's where we're going. I don't know why I came out with that outburst of a statement, but okay, controversial. Anyway, so yeah, I talk in more detail now. So thank you again. Thank you to the minister, the Mary Whelan, the minister for secretary for the minister for skills and photo education, and David Novitz, of course. Thank you so much to them. Thank you.